Hi everybody, it's Frankenbelly, aka Misty. I know it's been a while. I've been super busy since March, and so I decided to try to get my video in before the end of the year for follow-up. So this video, I am currently just hit my, 12 years out gastric bypass, but 5 years out reversal. So if you don't know my story, you can look back at my videos. My first video is almost 5 years ago on this page, and it's gastric bypass reverse / takedown. And my whole story is on there, my whole reason why. Let me just say this, my gastric bypass reverse saved my life, and most of the time that is what they are done for. So I wanted to wait to do the video until I had all my current labs back. I still get my labs checked yearly. Sometimes I'll have a few of them checked throughout the year, just due to the fact that I still have a couple conditions that I live with. One is gastroparesis and one is bariatric hypoglycemia. The gastroparesis is caused from all the stomach surgeries I had. Mine did not come about until after the reversal, but it was not a huge shock. Obviously, I didn't know about it before the reverse, like most things, but it is a 10% risk, I'm told from surgeons, with having a reversal or any stomach surgery. I mean, we have people in my support group that just have gastric bypass and get gastroparesis because basically what it is ours is surgical GP and it's nerve damage to your stomach. So I do deal with that on a daily basis. My stomach only pumps at about 30%. So I have a lot of food that's left in my stomach. I would like to say for this last year, my gastroparesis has been the best it's ever been. I think my stress level has been a lot better, so I haven't had as many flares. I do really, really well with just making sure I'm taking care of myself as far as getting a lot of fluids in, because dehydration can happen pretty easily. I've had no ER visits in the last year. So I feel like if you watch back through my videos, because every year I have one, I've gotten a little better every year. The road has got a little less bumpy. I feel like the last year I have come to a realization that I can't fix everything. I always try to just find a solution and fix it, but I've kind of came to the point where the gastroparesis is irreversible. So I'm going to have to live with what I have and hope that it doesn't get worse over time. It's got maybe 1% worse since the initial surgery. I do get it checked every year or so. I go in and have a study done to make sure that it's not getting worse. I know I'm not getting worse just because certain symptoms I'm not having. So that's kind of a way to borderline check on that. I'm able to eat food. I never ended up going through with the feeding tubes and stuff. I wanted to be able to tolerate food as long as I can, so I'm still doing that. My bariatric hypoglycemia is stable, I would say. I still go to Johns Hopkins. I see a doctor there, which is contacted with my old doctors at Stanford. They are still doing the study for the GLP-1 blocker, and hopefully eventually that will be on the market. I look forward to either trying to get into the study here or eventually getting the option to try this drug. It's a blocker that basically will block your sugars, so when you eat, your sugars won't go low. I'm always kind of on the lower side. I don't tend to run high anymore, but I obviously wear Dexcom and I'm able to monitor my sugars at all time. Plus, I am really, really strict on my diet. I can say in 4 years I have not had nothing as far as carbohydrates, like I haven't had pizza or a cupcake or a cookie. I know it's a sad life. Some days I just like, because I just want to have a stinking candy bar. Doesn't everybody want to have a candy bar, everybody? Yeah, some days everybody wants to have a candy bar. Can't do it because I know what the other end feels like. And since I am so stable, I am just really strict on myself about making sure that I stay as healthy as I can. And, I'm always on the boards researching, trying to find evidence for our groups. I still am running my support page. It's a Gastric Bypass Takedown and Reverse Support on Facebook. Plus, you can find me under Frankenbelly. I'm on Obesity Help. I am on Thinner Times. I do as much as I can to advocate. I know the gastroparesis group has started like a huge alliance, and they actually are on the list to have a march in Washington, D.C. to get some more awareness and hopefully some funding for so many people that's suffering with gastroparesis. Gastroparesis is caused by many conditions. For us, it's surgical, which is irreversible, but it can be caused by people that are diabetic, have cancer, all different lines of people with gastroparesis. So it's a huge academic that they're trying to bring a lot of light to. I personally advocate against weight loss surgery now as far as gastric bypass. I have just had so many people come to me in the last 5 years. I have a couple people in my group now. They're on hospice. There's nothing they can do for these people but try to make them comfortable, and that just breaks my heart. These are people that are being infected years out. Yeah, we have the people that have issues from day one. If they can get their reversal sooner than later, they usually do a lot better. I will say this, a reversal is not a cure-all. A lot of people come to the group, they think reversals are cure-alls and they're going to go back to being normal. You're never going to go back to being normal. And I'm just going to say it like it is because I tend to be an honest person when it comes to these things. It took me a long time to realize it myself. I had to grieve. I had to grieve the person I was before. The mental part of dealing with symptoms and being so sick, not being able to work, not being able to drive, not being able to leave your bedroom. That's where I was 5 years ago. It just takes a toll so much on you, you think you're never going to get out of this. And let me tell you, my last year has been absolutely amazing as far as how far I went. So some good things. I finished my bachelor's degree. I started working at an awesome place on base here. I stopped worrying so much about my health as far as what am I going to do to fix it every day. I live with my symptoms. Does my stomach burn every day? Sure it does. I have nerve damage in it. But I pretty much ignore it for the most part. I take Bento to control the spasms. I'm not on a whole lot of meds. I've pretty much got off of all my meds I could. I try to do all natural things. I use oils. I try to be as healthy as I can, but I am very much in a stable place. I recently got a job promotion. My goals are coming back. I'm becoming more myself of who I was before. And it's just, it's overall, it's been a really good, really busy year. I recently had all my labs done. I just got all the rest of my results back last night, hence why I'm making this video this morning. And everything is great. All my labs are perfect. I was having some issues with like bone pain in my legs and my feet since about May, and I've been getting that looked at, and they were thinking it was arthritis. My dad actually suffers from that real bad too. But there's nothing they can find as far as blood work and x-rays and things like that. So I just have to do my best to deal with that as well. So yeah, overall, it's been a really good year for me. Everything is stable. Everything is under control. Like I said, I feel like every year gets better. Still doing a lot, as much as I can on the time that I have, advocating, talking to people, trying to help them find doctors. I know it can be really hard and really stressful, but if you're watching this and you're struggling, just don't quit. Don't quit for your health, because this could be you in 5 years, and you could be back to where you need to be. Not normal, but like me. I'm able to work. I'm able to drive. I'm alive. I'm going to be a nana. Like my daughter is going to have her first baby. I didn't know that this was going to happen to me 5 years ago. I was just hanging on to the fact that I was not going to let go. And I know there are some of you that are so sick that get to the point where, because I was there, I was like, put me on the table, reverse me, either I die here or I sit at home and I die. So I get it, but my kids, boy, what those kids would do for you, because they will make you fight. And that's what I did, and you can do it too. And don't take no. I know it can be hard. You really have to struggle to go from doctor to doctor. Um, like I said, you can look back at my prior videos and you will see it has been a road for me. But obviously, like I said, it's been a good year. So I appreciate all you for sticking with me and always following my updates, and everybody that I talk to. You know, my group, it's my baby. I love you all. I support you all. And I probably won't make a follow-up video for a while because I'm going to be really busy in my new job, but you know, I try to do my best. Obviously, you can always catch me on the messenger, and I always try to get back to new people that are coming in looking for help. I do know John Hopkins is working on the study with the GLP-1 now, and so obviously, if things come about for the bariatric hypoglycemia, I will definitely either do a blog on my WordPress.com, and that's under Frankenbelly at WordPress.com. I really haven't blogged either that much in the last year. So I will keep you guys up to date. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful year.